Bore da. Lovely to meet you today, Connor, and thank you so much for talking to me about your journey in the teaching standards. And this morning we're going to be focusing on one element, which is wider reading and research, and really trying to exemplify and talk about your journey from when you first started at Palmerston to how you feel now in terms of how theory can embed on your day-to-day practice. So sort of first question really is, where were you in terms of your confidence at the beginning when you first started at Palmerston?
Yeah, I think when I initially started the course and the school, I was a little bit worried because I wasn't sure what I was meant to be doing in terms of embedding and taking away theory and in terms of using it myself. That was something that I struggled with, just because I wasn't sure what I was meant to be doing. And before teaching, there wasn't a lot of should we say, research involved teaching-led practice that I needed to take on myself. So coming into this new surrounding and this new school and the university, it was something that I really wanted to use forward. Yeah.
Lovely. And of course, at the beginning of your practice, you might not have had any experience of this, so it is all very new. So thank you for that. Okay, in terms of your journey, where do you feel you are now at this stage of your first practice?
Yeah, so it's something that I've had to really work on myself. And I've been quite fortunate to be surrounded by students who are also in the same position as me. We came into the school and we wasn't quite sure what we was meant to be doing with our time. We looked at our timetables and we were spending a lot of our time doing research and inquiry. So we were able to work with our senior mentor and our mentors to try and come up with a sort of timeline in terms of what we should be focusing on. That really helped us focus our mindset in terms of what we were looking at. So of course, over the first month, we looked at things like AFL in action, ALM provisions provided through the school and how you can take them forward. And also we looked at phonics in terms of how you can develop your language and through different teachers. Now, exposing us to different teachers and different classrooms, that was something that really allowed us to thrive, should we say, in our research and inquiry.
Oh, fantastic. And it's great to see that you've had a wide breadth of experience. So it's not just reading a book or go away and just have some research time. Actually having that fine tune and focus on what you're meant to be looking at certainly sounds like it's really helped you in the early stages of your placement. And of course, having a chance to chat to different professionals and your peers is really important too. So in terms of your mentor support, how do you feel your mentor has helped facilitate and support you in that area?
Yeah, so there's a phrase that I've used with my mentor. She gives me constructive, not destructive feedback. This is given to me in person, online via our planning resources. And it also helps us. It helps me in the classroom because sometimes in the classroom I come to my teacher and I say, "Oh, I really want to try this. This is something that I've seen somewhere else, and I really want to give it a go." So, for example, with that, I've been cold calling Douglas Mouth, and it's something that takes time. You're always tweaking the way that your posture is. You're smiling. You need to be an open person. The wording of your question. It's something that I've asked my mentor to help support me with. Can you please give me feedback on this? How can I improve this? What do you suggest? It's something. Going back to constructive feedback. That's something that I think is really, really vital because when our mentor is constructive with our feedback and isn't out there to break us down, that's something that I've thrived on, and it's built a really good relationship with my mentor.
And it sounds like you have got a really productive working relationship where you've got the right culture, where you can, be critiqued in a really open and honest way, but with that supportive network as well, which I think is so important. But how lovely that you're going away and refining your practice, and as a result of your research time, you're really thinking, right, I want to unpick this further. So it really sounds, in terms of your next level, and you certainly are on the cusp of capable now, because you're starting to interrogate the evidence a little bit more, and it certainly is having a growing impact on your practice. So thank you so much for today, Diolch, Connor.
Thank you.